Hi, I'm Gary Rowett and you're listening to the world famous Achtung Millwall.
So we're here now for the opening minutes of the SCEFL Premier Division game for the first game of the season. It's Friday evening. We're at Erith Stadium for Erith Town FC versus Phoenix Sports. A half-second kick-off, so we're a second or two late starting the recording. Corner coming in from the left-hand side from Phoenix is met nicely in the air, and just goes wide. And so, yeah, the normal 7:45 kick-off has changed to 7:30. But yeah, loads of people down here for this game. Let's go. How many people do we reckon, chaps, for this game in the attendance today?
About 500-600 maybe.
Yeah,
maybe more, to be honest.
Yeah, great turnout for a SCEFL game. And yeah, for a division that's sort of tier 9, tier 10 of the Premier is fantastic. Phoenix Sports are new to the division after a few years away, recently relegated from the Isthmian leagues, against Erith Town, who are one of the favourites, or they see themselves as one of the favourites to go up. Erith Town in their red and black strip, Phoenix in their green, and yeah, there's like I said, there's a good few people here. I just had a fist bump with someone I know, and the dugouts this season have moved to the other side of the pitch. So normally they'd be just inside the running track by the stand. They are now on the other side. So Adam Woodward, who we know well from the pod, is looking at us compared to last season when he had his back to us. Should be a very, very good game, very, very tight game. Hopefully, you've got a team in Erith Town who are looking to get promoted from the division against Phoenix, who are looking to bounce back promotion straight after going down. A few familiar faces in the, a familiar face in the Phoenix Sports lineup is one Dave Martin of Millwall fame, who last season appeared on the pod for Canterbury City. So. Hastings. Sorry, not Canterbury, Hastings. So he's doing the rounds a bit of this non-league. As usual, we will check in when there's more action. We've actually now had a penalty awarded to Phoenix early in the game. We're only about sort of 5-10 minutes on the 8th minute into the game. Penalty awarded for a tackle in the box. Taken 1-0 to Phoenix, and you can hear the cheering already. See what we mean when we said there was a good attendance, local derby. Normally when it comes to these non-league games, it's very home team heavy, and yeah, there you go. And there you go. Phoenix take the lead, a big cheer. So very, very exciting stuff already. 8 minutes in and we've got our first goal. Up the Dockers as we're here with the home team, but let's see how it goes with Phoenix just down the road. Free kick awarded to Erith Town on the edge of the area. Number 9 about to take the kick now. Stedman Calendar. Whistle blows. I'd say about 20 yards out. Lovely. We're with Andre, just like Chris from South London, who we can't say his surname for GDPR reasons. We're with Andre, who is a fountain of knowledge of the non-league. Isn't that right, Andre?
So they say.
So they say. So they say indeed. But yeah, good bit of football so far. Like we said, it's fast paced. We're like 12-15 minutes in, and they have been very fast paced at the moment. The penalty was well taken by Phoenix, and that free kick weren't far away neither. So it's been a good curtain opener so far from both sides. It's one of those though, we'll need to see how it goes an hour into the game when fitness levels take into account, or there's been a bit more sort of football, and if injuries take their toll on the squads. But you know, if it stays like this will be a good level of football to watch this year. A free kick given to Phoenix on the edge of the box there after a late aerial challenge by the 5 in from Erith and Ryan Hall. The 7 now for Phoenix. We're guessing with his left foot is going to swing it in. We're looking out wide and we can see the ex-Millwall midfield maestro Dave Martin on the far post. The free kick comes in. Keeper gets a hand to it. Bit of a little fumble there. Not sure what he was trying to do. And he goes out for a goal kick. Yeah. Lucky goalkeeper there. Erith Town are really struggling for a team. You know, they've got their ambitions this year, which you can't knock, but they're struggling to sort of get into the game a bit. Yeah, Andre, the Oracle, we'll call him for this section. What do you think of the game so far, Andre? From your your John Motson opinion of the non-league.
It's yet to get going, Michael. It's all a long ball at the moment, but hey, it's the first day of the season, so we'll see.
How do you think the two sides are playing?
They're not playing. They're lumping it. There you go. Phoenix head again.
There you go. Phoenix clearly the better side at the moment, isn't they? I think they've definitely they've definitely got the game a bit more.
That's a booking. That's a booking.
Oh, there's a little bit of dissent there from the 7, because I don't think he feels it was the free kick was awarded quick enough. But yeah, I think Phoenix are probably the better side, even though the football in the last couple of minutes has sort of lulled slightly. Erith Town sort of struggling to get into the game. Yeah. First chance of the game that Erith Town have really actually knocked the ball around and played a little bit of football, and they've just had about three chances blocked and deflected last minute in about 40 seconds. Now they've just got the corner, so it just goes to show with Erith Town they stay a bit more controlled and composed, that they're in the game, they're doing all right. But the problem is it's very still 100 miles an hour, and I don't think they can compete with the tempo at the moment. To be fair to Phoenix, even though the back line are totally in control, they've not done a great deal with it neither. Corner comes in, and Erith Town player heads it off his own mate's head. But no, going back to it, so like Erith Town, they're trying to match the tempo of Phoenix with their long balls over the top, and they just can't keep up with it. But when they actually play their own game, they're doing all right. But it's just trying to play the game at their own pace, which hopefully, like I said, you won't know till about an hour into the game how it goes. Nice to see Erith Town have an attack here, and just talking to Andre and Tony next to me there, it's great to see this attendant, because for those who know the stadium, you've got the big main grandstand overlooking the pitch, and it's nearly full. I mean, I can only see about 20 empty seats, and there's also a lot of people stood up by the bar, ball boys around the pitch. There's also a lot of people standing as well, so there's definitely a good few hundred here. And this is what keeps the non-league thriving. £8 for an adult getting free for the kids. I've got 3 kids with me here today, so £8 for 4 of us to get in. It's been fantastic so far, and I can't see why more people don't do it. A nice Friday evening game of football before the season starts tomorrow at Millwall. And I can't, like I said, I can't really advertise it enough. Big goalkeeper back to be taken now by the Phoenix goalkeeper. You don't see many of the sort of short balls out that you see in the higher levels, but it is a little bit more long ball. But if you can tolerate a little bit more long ball and a bit of passion, then this is definitely the league for you, I've got to say. Coming up to half time now in the game, and very, very few chances. A bit of long ball football. It has been very 100 miles an hour, but that's sort of where you get long ball football. It's a goal line scramble. The keeper's dropped the ball just as I was about to say that Erith haven't done too much, and now the ball's come in. Bicycle kick. Oh my God! Literally, curse to the commentator. As I have just said, not too much has gone on. Phoenix have done a great save. Ball's come out, back out wide to Erith Town. Cross has come over, and well, are we calling that a bicycle kick, Andre?
I'll give him that.
All right, yeah. A 10-yard bicycle kick. Can't believe it. In the top corner. Erith Town have been second best in this half, and everyone who Erith Town will agree with me. But that goal was brilliant. And do you know what? As always, perfect time to score just before half time, because they're now going to go with the momentum. Phoenix have contained them all game except for that effort there, and that Erith have got their foot on the gas a bit. I do think that the half-time team talk from Erith will be a little bit more get into the game. There's been a few times where some short balls and some triangle football can be played, but it's not been where they've relied on the long ball. But if you're scoring a goal like that, it's going to fill you with confidence. It's going to fill you with confidence, scoring goals like that. And Phoenix look a little bit. They've gone from being totally in control to looking deflated. 1-1, not long now to half time. Game on, and there's a shot straight from the off from Phoenix, even though the goalkeeper's on his line. And probably not long now to half time. Up the Dockers, 1-1. So we're back now for the second half. Erith Town win a corner after some nice build-up play on the right-hand side, and the cross comes back in. Corner coming in from the left-hand side now, lofted in by Erith Town. It's met in the... just cleared by Phoenix. Another one of those little scrambly ones that really could have gone either way, really. I tell you what, we said it with the Hastings game last year when Dave Martin played for Millwall and it looked like it was rolling back the years. There's been a couple of times now. I mean, he's got the ball now. He's just broken into the box and got a cross in. But just a minute ago, it was on the left-hand side, and it was. I mean, let's not get too carried away, Michael, and say it was the Dave Martin of yesteryear. But there was a few times where he was dancing around players, jumping around tackles. And Phoenix have just scored, as we're talking about there, some nice one-touch football. It actually started with Dave Martin on the left-hand side. Has seen a shot coming from the 10 from Phoenix and nearly scoring again. A big long goal kick. Oh, brought down beautifully by Stedman there.
Touch.
Now there's an appeal for a penalty, which I don't think it is. Has that ball been kept in? I can't see the stand still made. The ball's still been kept in. He's Dave Martin now on the ball. I think you can see that's a good tackle by Erith Town. I think you can see Dave Martin is meant to be the outlet. Ball comes into the 10 on the edge of the box. A little bit huffy and puffy at the moment. The ball goes out to the 11, comes out wide to the 17, who's comes from wing back. Cross comes in. There we go. Stedman's up. Oh, and it's just out for a goal kick. Erith Town there. Some nice little football. And this goes back to what we were saying in the first half. They knocked the ball around. They actually played their football. Erith Town, they're difficult to play against, but they've got to keep doing it consistently. And I think you can see in the second half Phoenix looking for Dave Martin as the outlet, and which they would do. A player of his quality, yeah, he might be a little bit older, but a player of his quality. But it's slowly coming back into Erith Town's hands. So it'd be interesting to see what Adam Woodward said to the players at half time. Up the Dockers. Oh, nuts. The free's gone. I was just about to do up the Dockers, but Phoenix on the attack. Cross comes in across goal. Oh, 5 just clears it out for a corner. Great game so far. Great attendance, good atmosphere. Really nice, good atmosphere. And again, we said it last season, but with this non-league days, it's definitely something to go along to, because I've just turned up on the off chance. A couple of people here I've come with anyway, but it's about a good dozen people I know in the stands anyway. Not something that we've arranged, but you know, you go to these games enough, become part of the community, you get to know a few people. So again, get down to local non-league, dear listener. We say it a lot. Erith Town now have a couple of chances there to take the lead. In truth, a couple of half chances. So does that make a couple of half chances a chance? Answers on a postcard. But they're slowly starting to get back into a game now. A bit more. They're a bit more camped in the Phoenix half, and it's like we said a couple of times in the first half, you need to wait until you get to like an hour, 65, 70 minutes into a game at this level to see what happens, because it could just turn on its head. There's still not been many chances. Dave Martin came close a moment ago, where again he zipped down that left-hand side, beat a couple of players. Could have argued that he could have put a cross in low and across the floor, one of those that could deflect a foot and go in, but he tried a nice little dink over the Erith goalkeeper, and it just went over. So yeah, there's been some action, not enough to really test either goalkeeper at the moment, but again, it's still good atmosphere. Everyone's enjoying themselves. It's a nice Friday evening. The floodlights are starting to come on now, and we've got not too much longer to go now. So you know, if these teams could finish, there'll be goals in these. It'd be one of those. It's 1-1 at the moment. Bit similar to the Erith Town, Erith and Belvedere game last season, when it was 1-0, 1-1, and we said there'd be goals, and it ended like 3-2, I believe it was. If these players get in the right position to score or to test the goalkeeper, it's just that end product. And the corner's coming from the right hand side for Erith Town, and it has hit the bar. That's how tight this game is at the moment, and this is that end product we're talking about. A few people saying it went in. I don't think from this angle it looked like it was. Another cross, a lovely cross has come in. Oh, I'll tell you what, I don't know what angle that bloke said it was, but it was nowhere near goal, was it? But no, Erith are now turning that screw a little bit. A few people were saying it was in, but I think that was more out of desperation than anything else. But yeah, Erith Town have just hit the crossbar, get more into the game. Now we're down with the infamous cramp, game management, what Jam FC last year was telling us about. But yeah, it's been a good game so far. And not too much longer left. Everyone in the stands is really into it. There's not many people who have seen it sort of like checking their phones and scratching their backsides. It's been good so far. And another good advert for SCEFL non-league. And against the run of play, it's got to say it's against the run of play. Phoenix have just taken the lead. Erith have been all over them for the last 10 minutes, and we literally just said before the recording that the Phoenix defence falls apart. And like it's not as organised as it was, and Erith are back in the game. And then on the counter-attack, ball comes in. Andre, bless him, was getting a bit worked up, asking one of the defenders to drop back. Cross comes in, beats the goalkeeper, bounces off the crossbar. The follow-up's followed in nicely by Phoenix, put in the bottom corner off the post and in. 2-1 to Phoenix, but if I'm Erith, I'd be very, very hard done by. Andre, what do we think of the goal? You weren't happy, was you?
It's been all Erith, my friend. I don't know what's happened there. Like you said, good transition. They've done it first half, and the one bit of play they done second half, they got a goal.
To be fair, he took it quite nicely, considering it just fell on his. I know it fell on his foot, right place, right time. But
right back got caught too far upfield, to be honest. That's what happened. But hey, you have to give Phoenix their props. Transition was good.
Yeah, there we are. First game of the season. It's all go. The referee was a little bit card happy in the first half, but now the captain from Erith Town, Ryan Mahal, has just been sent off. It's just going from bad to worse for Erith Town, really. You know that they was the better team, like I said, for the vast majority of this half. And in the space of 2 minutes, they've conceded a goal and lost their captain to a red card. It was a bookable offence, not going to lie. It was one of those. Phoenix Sports played the ball through to the centre forward. The Fives grabbed him by the arm to stop him running through and goes yellow card. But he's already on a card. The referee had his mind made up straight away. And there wasn't many objections. When that red card come out, there was no objection from anyone really in the stands, none from the players or the management of Erith Town. And yeah, he's now walking down towards the changing rooms while the ball's being marked out. The referee very, very knew what he was doing straight away. No one likes giving red cards if you're a referee, so he had to get that one right, and I do think he did. The free kick is now coming in from Phoenix Sports. Nice step over there, left foot curled. Oh, he's played it along the floor. It's a training ground routine. Training ground routine's worked off well. It's now 3-1 to Erith Town, to Phoenix, should I say. And you can hear the cheers there. It was a lovely little move there. So the free kick came out. I thought he was going to swing it in to even sold me. I'm in the stand and he sold me. He's then played it alongside the wall. The cross has come in and it's been nicely tapped in to make it free. Erith Town could do nothing about the goal from how close he was. It was tapped in really. And this is how the non-league football is, dear listener. You've gone from having Erith Town, who were the better side for the majority on the half, and in 3 to 4 minutes, they've gone from being 1-1 all over them, hitting the bar, to 3-1 down, and now down to 10 men. We said, didn't we? We said that if they start taking the chances, there'll be more goals, and you'll see the 3s and 4s. 3-1 to Phoenix Sports.
We can get one over for August, but
the final whistle goes and the score ends Erith Town 1, Phoenix Sports 3. And you know what? Looking back now with a little bit of hindsight, I say looking back, it's only just finished, but Erith Town, yeah, they were the better team in the second half, but it was just their end product. They didn't do enough with it, and the transitional play from Phoenix was just too much for them. You know, in the first half, we didn't make a big enough point about the transition, but in the first half, every time Phoenix defended, they had 4 players in the box and then 2 sitting on the outside, and then when they was attacking, those 2 on the edge of the box then just transitioned straight to join the centre forwards. So it was a very, very good performance. You can hear the Phoenix players here. They know what they've done here. They're coming over to the stand, giving them a round of applause. They're getting a few boos as well there from some of the Erith Town players. But it just goes to show that they've come down from the division above, and to go from SCEFL to Isthmian is a huge, huge jump. And so if you go from Isthmian back down to SCEFL, you know you're going to be one of the favourites to go straight back up, especially when you've got a player of the quality of Dave Martin in your midfield. Phoenix took their chances at the end of the day. That was it. You know, Erith had a chance to at the bar, but it was the main takeaway from those games was the transitional play and the fact that Phoenix just got the job done. They knew where the back of the net was. They had two chances really in the space of about 4 minutes, put both away. I wouldn't even say. Would you say the red card changed the game? No, it didn't, did it? Really? No. So I think if you're Erith, I don't even think you could even blame the fact you went down to 10 players, because unfortunately it was one of those tackles, even on a yellow card, you had to make because the centre forward was through on goal. Yeah. Would you? Sorry?
He had cover.
I think it's bad. I think it's bad defending.
Do you think?
It was an accident waiting to happen, to be honest.
Well, that's where we see it slightly differently. But no, that's it. So that's Achtung Millwall with Tony from London and Andre from Erith. Slay Green. No, Erith. Slay Green, signing off. Up the Dockers. Hang on, no, before we go.
No, it's fine. You can sign
No,
off.
come on. Before we sign off, this is the PS listener. Come on, Andre.
You can sign off.
No, come on.
Good night, listener.
No. Oh, good night, listener. That's what it is. Up the Dockers. Achtung, Millwall.
No One Likes Us clothing is the clothing range designed by Millwall fans for Millwall fans. Caps, t-shirts, polos, they've got it all. Visit noonelikes.us.co.uk for the full range. Or if you're in Bermondsey on a match day, why not have a pint in the Blue Anchor pub and pick up a Nolu polo shirt, Nolu clothing at www.noonelikes.us.co.uk.